and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my favorite holiday side dish because I cannot believe it, but Thanksgiving is literally around the corner, which means the holiday season is officially here. And if you haven't started already, it's time to plan your holiday menus. And I hope that I can be helpful and be a part of it by sharing this side dish. This is my go-to. I've been making it for literally years. It's my family's favorite recipe, and I just made it for Friendsgiving over the weekend, and it was a huge hit. It was the only dish that was completely finished by the end of it. So that just is a testament to how good this dish is. And the dish is slow cooker mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese, but it's even better when it's in the slow cooker because it's just so easy. It comes out creamy every time. It is truly a winner dinner. So with that, before we jump into it, I just want to quickly introduce myself if you're new to my channel. My name's Brittany, and on my channel, I primarily do grocery hauls, cooking content, and day in the life mom content. So if those are areas that you're interested in, I would love to have you join my YouTube family. Hit the subscribe button below and give this video a like if you don't mind. It really helps my channel out so much. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into this recipe. Let's quickly go over the ingredients you're going to need. You're obviously going to need elbow macaroni. You're going to need sour cream, and then, and most importantly, you need Campbell's cheddar cheese soup. For this recipe, I'm going to give some great advice. Make sure you use the full fat cheddar cheese soup and not the reduced fat version. The reduced fat version does not work as well in this recipe, and sometimes this can be a little tricky to find, the full fat version. Walmart, like my Walmart, does not carry it. They only carry the reduced fat. I found this at Target. I also find that most like regular traditional grocery stores will have this, where they have all the different Campbell's soups, like, you know, the full variety. So just a tip, try to use the regular cheddar cheese soup if you can find it. You're also going to need cheese that you're going to shred. Don't use the bag shredded cheese because it just doesn't melt as well. Definitely shred your own cheese. It takes a little extra work, but it's worth it. You can use honestly any type of cheese you want: cheddar, mozzarella, Monterey Jack. Today I'm going to be using a blend of sharp cheddar and half a block of Monterey Jack cheese I have left over. Honestly, whatever you have in your fridge will work. And then you're going to need butter and milk. Make sure you're using like cow's milk for this recipe. I normally would do whole milk because I just think it makes it creamier, but we have 2% at home, so that's what we're going to be using. So overall, the ingredients are pretty simple, and like honestly, we usually have these ingredients on hand, which is great. This is obviously something that I make every year for the holidays, but this would be a really great, easy weeknight dinner as well. With that, let's go ahead and jump in and start making this. One of the most important steps, spray your slow cooker because this is a sticky recipe. It will stick to the side. So I sprayed my slow cooker really good. I am using a liner to make cleanup easier. My cheese is shredded. I did reserve some of the cheese and set it aside in the fridge to use later to mix in and sprinkle on top. I'm melting an entire stick of butter back here, and then I've got my noodles boiling. I'm only boiling them for 8 minutes because again, this is going to go in the slow cooker, so you don't want to have them be super overcooked before you put it in. So I am I'm doubling this recipe, so just be mindful when I'm showing you all the ingredients and how much I'm using. This is for a double batch. I actually used 3.5 cups of elbow noodles instead of 4 cups because I want my mac and cheese to be a little more on the creamy, gooey side. So I used a little bit less noodles, and then if you're making the original recipe, you'll use half a stick of butter, but I will link the original recipe below. That way you can follow that for reference. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to be adding the cheese to the saucepan with the butter to melt it. So let me get this butter a little more melted, and then we're going to start adding our cheese. We're going to let it melt, and then we're going to throw that into the slow cooker with the noodles along with the sour cream, cheddar cheese soup, and milk. After your noodles are boiled and your cheese is melted, you're going to go ahead and add in your sour cream to your slow cooker. Then you're going to add in your cheddar cheese soup. And I'm using 2 cans because I doubled this. And then what I'll probably do is I'll add a little bit of my milk to these cans to kind of get the residual soup out of the can. Let me scrape my sour cream cup real good. And then I'm going to mix this up really good. Now I'm going to take my cheese mixture and add it to the sour cream and soup mixture. It's okay if it's like a blob because it's going to melt down, obviously, while the crock pot is on. And then now I'm going to add my noodles, which are also probably a giant blob now. And then lastly, we're going to add our milk. And I'm probably going to add a little extra milk because this crock pot I'm using cooks pretty hot. And I want to make sure there's enough liquid. Almost forgot to add pepper. Woo. Ugh, I am making such a huge mess right now. That's okay. And I'm not going to add salt at the moment just because there's a lot of cheese in here and I can always add some salt later. This is what the consistency looks like as of right now. I'm pretty happy with it. I wanted it to be kind of extra soupy since I mentioned this crock pot cooks pretty hot. I'm going to cook this on low for 3.5 hours. Normally, I would probably only cook it for like 2.5. But since I doubled the recipe, I want to cook it a little extra longer. And then we're going to have this at Friendsgiving tonight. So we're actually headed to another party right now. So this will be a good test for me because normally I would stir this halfway through, but I'm not going to have the opportunity to. So we'll see when I get home what it looks like. I'm crossing my fingers I don't botch this mac and cheese. All right, see you guys in 3.5 hours. We just got back from party number 1, so it looks like the warm setting's on. Let's see what this looks like inside. That actually looks really good considering I didn't stir it. Oh, I'm really happy with that. Still looks super, super creamy. I am so excited about this. This looks really, really good. All right, I think let me give it a little taste and then I might add a little more seasoning, some more cheese on the top, but this is looking really, really great considering I didn't stir it at all. That wraps up today's video. I hope you all enjoy this recipe and I hope you will give it a try. Comment below. Let me know what your favorite holiday side dish is. There are so many. Mac and cheese is definitely one of my favorites, and then sweet potato casserole is probably neck and neck with mac and cheese. There's just so many good ones. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give this video a like. It really helps my channel out. Make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you join my YouTube family, and stay tuned. My next video will be an Aldi haul where I'm sharing some of the things that I picked up for our Thanksgiving as well. Thank you all again so much for being here. I am just so grateful for the continued love and support on my channel this year. My channel is small, but it is growing and I just appreciate it so much, and I'm just so grateful for you all. All right, I think that wraps it up. I'm gonna stop rambling and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.